Hello, it's Uncommon Fossil, and yes, you guessed it, it is Rapid Strike Malamar time. It's going to be rotating soon, and it's a very fun deck. A little tiny guy, 120 HP, stage 1, does a ton of damage potentially, right? Rapid Strike Tentacles for just 1 Psychic Energy does 40 per Rapid Strike card you reveal from hand, and they go back into your deck. They don't get discarded, which would actually be, which isn't good, but they go back into the deck, which means as the game goes on, Malamar's attacks just get better and better. Look, I'm glad I got back to the deck. I picked it up, played it some, and looking forward to talking about the deck and showing it in action, because this little guy can beat down some of the big decks in format. It did it back in the day. It never saw a lot of play, and I've almost forgotten about it, but it is a lot of fun. So a 4/4 Malamar line, and then we play a 2/3 Octillery, or 3/2, 3 basics, 2 of the stage 1 Octillery, another Rapid Strike card, and all these Rapid Strike cards, of course, besides being useful, give us more damage. Rapid Strike Search, super, super good. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a Rapid Strike card. There you go. It's at least 40 more damage, or it's another card that you need to attack. It's your Malamar, it's your energy, it's supporter. It's just a great thing. And then engine for this is a 3/3 Kirlia. You know what it does, refinement, discard a card, draw 2. Just builds the hand, discarding as the game goes on, the non-Rapid Strike cards, getting the deck just stronger and stronger. And as you get up 2 or 3 Kirlias on the bench, you can get these very big hands, which is what you need to one-shot these very tanky Pokemon that we can run into. So, energies, 2 basics, Psychic Energies, and 4 Rapid Strike Spiral Energies. So the Spiral Energy provides any type of energy, which is why we need it, because the regular Rapid Strike Energy only provides water and fighting. We need Psychic, so Spiral Energies, it provides us that. We can search that out with Octillery, and of course, it's a Rapid Strike card, 40 more damage. So I think this has been the mix of energy that I've played in the list for a long time. I did update the list for today's video, just improved it a little bit, but it's not too far different from what it was in the past. All right, look, there's a lot of Pokemon search. Let me hit with that. So don't play Battle VIP Pass, in large part because we want Pokemon in hand, but we do play 4 Nest Ball. We do need to set up. We've got a number of basics, so 4 Nest Ball is good, but Level Ball is even better. Can get the Inkay into hand, which then gives us the option of putting on the bench or keeping it to do more damage. Also gets the Kirlia and the and the Ralts, sorry, blanket on that there, that's terrible, right? And as well as the basic for the Octillery. And then we play also for Great Ball, because, hey, just we have a variety of Pokemon we need. We don't want to play Ultra Ball because we don't want to do that extra discarding, so Great Ball works out well. Play cards like Great Ball first, the cards you don't know what you're going to get, before then you use Level Ball Octillery. Do the things you don't know with randomness first, generally is the right sequencing. And a 4 Fog Crystal, really good. This is going to miss this with rotation. It's good for a number of decks. Search your deck for for Psychic Energy or a basic Psychic Pokemon. So really good. Get an energy, one of those 2 Psychic Energies, or get either the Ralts or the Inkay, which you either play on the bench, or Inkay, again, 40 more damage. That's just a great thing. All right, what else do we have? We need to recover things with these Pokemon energies, so 2 Super Rods. And what I really like in the deck is Rescue Carrier. Again, decks like this, losing Rescue Carrier is a blow. Of course, the deck is rotating anyway, but put up to 2 Pokemon, 90 HP or less, the disc pile into your hand. So any of the basics, also the Kirlias, a lot of times, hey, grab a couple Rapid Strike Pokemon, either put that Inkay on the bench, because you always need an extra Inkay on the bench, or get 2 like Inkays in hand, just do more damage. So just really good there. 3 Tower of Waters, a good stadium. I almost never play it, but sometimes it has value. Retreat cost of each Rapid Strike Pokemon is 2 less. If you have an Octillery in the active, it gives you free retreat there. And of course, it bumps stadiums if need be, and it's just a Rapid Strike card, so it's just plain good. 2 Switch cards, honestly. The deck doesn't need 2 Switch cards, probably, as I've been playing it recently. I think you could drop a Switch, but I keep it there for now. Maybe a Switch, a rope, or maybe just 1 Switch. Okay. Enough of that. Oh, one counter catcher. In the past, this deck doesn't play boss. It usually doesn't because you need a draw supporter each turn, so having counter catcher is good. A second copy would be good. Maybe drop a switch for a counter catcher. I'm going to get into supporters to wrap up the list here, although one Pal Pad, put 2 supporters back into your deck. There's 2 supporters. That's all we play in this list because they're very good. One is Cynthia's Ambition, draw out of 5 cards in hand, but if your Pokemon is knocked out during your opponent's last turn, then hey, single prize, 120 HP, we're getting it knocked out all the time. Draw out, you have 8 cards in hand. You get 8 cards in hand, most of which will be Rapid Strike cards, or at least a lot of them, and then you can curly a couple of those non-Rapid Strike cards away, and boom, you're doing big damage. Super nice card. And then for Korrina's Focus, it's a supporter. It's okay. No better than that. You have 6 cards in hand, but sometimes that is good. And it's a Rapid Strike card, so 40 more damage. And because it's a Rapid Strike card, we can search it out with Octillery, and sometimes that's the best play too. So a fairly straightforward deck. It's really, you're trying to sequence to get the most Rapid Strike cards in hand. You can each turn to get the knockout and then get your bench in the best state possible. So a fairly straightforward deck, but it's a simple little puzzle you're trying to solve each turn. And it works more often than not, I find. And when you one-shot those big tanky Pokemon, you know what? It's a ton of fun. So let's jump in the ladder and see what we can do with Rapid Strike Malamar. All right, let's see how things go here. Saying goodbye to that old friend of mine, Rapid Strike Malamar. May be your friend, may not be your friend. I kind of like the deck. It's fun having a, look, stage 1, single prize decks are always super appealing, and this was one of the best single prize options around. Put the Inkay in the active. All right, this is a decent start here. Look, there's a lot of Pokemon search. Fog Crystal, which we lose. Obviously, we lose the Rapid Strike. We lose the Battle Styles. All the Battle Styles go, so Rapid Strike goes away. The Kirlia engine sticks around, but that takes a step back for sure. Okay. All right, so Charizard, Pidgeot. See what happens. All right, so get down to Remoraid because I have another Inkay, which is good. They're not going to knock me out, I assume, so I'm going to attach an energy, I think, this turn. Let me get down another Ralts. Just double check, make sure Kirlia is there. Okay. So, see what I draw next turn, obviously. I would like to get something good. And, okay. That's a nice start to things, right? That's a very nice turn 1. Now I'm down to 2 cards in hand, and depends what I top deck. What I top deck will determine a lot about what will happen. But, okay. Hopefully my opponent does something, right? They might be scared, Malamar, I get it, right? Now, if things stand like this, if I can take out the Charmander, okay, so they're attaching. Well, that's not great. That means they might just be attacking with Charmander. All right, now they're getting something else, and they're going to end it with a Rotom V. So they're going to get down another Charmander, I think, but why'd they attach that energy, right? That energy doesn't make a lot of sense. It does 30 damage, but, they just knock me out anyway. I don't think that was a smart place to attach the energy, right? Because okay. The Radiant Charizard. It's early to play it down, is what I'd say. So Heat Tackle. Okay. They attached the energy, so it seemed like that's what they wanted to do, right? So I'll get rid of my Rod. I'm gonna grab my other Kirlia, actually, just partly to thin the deck, right? Because I need to get something else with it. Don't discard the Kirlia. Get rid of the Rod. I might, I play a second Rod. Okay, well that's good. So Kirlia down, Korrina's Focus, and then I can Kirlia after that, right? Cynthia's Ambition's better if if my opponent has knocked me out. And they did not do that, so, which of course is always nice, not getting knocked out, right? Let's see what I hit off this. Right now, well, this is stinky, so I'm not going to get the... okay, wait, I have one more. Grab the Remoraid, I think. Because I don't care about the Remoraid, right? I probably don't. I don't want to ditch here. I'll ditch the Switch card. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Gives me the knockout. I do believe. I probably have knockout already, don't I? I do. So let me get down to something else on the bench, right? What do I want to get down? I probably another Inkay down. Yeah, that's good. And then I have knockout. I should grab something, though. I'll slap down an energy. I either slap down an energy or... Wait, what? Am I out of Malamar? Is that... Wait, what's going on here? I only have one Malamar? Well, that's a disaster. That's a disaster. Okay. Oh, this is... I have 3 Malamars prized. That is... The game is not being nice to me with that, I gotta say. Not being nice. 3, I have... Wow, okay. Hopefully I draw... It's 50-50 now when I get a Malamar, right? And it is, good. I'm gonna be... This is gonna be a challenge here, that many Malamars being prized. But hey, I took the first prize. Once they evolve, though, it's not gonna be good for me, right? Once they get to Charizard EX, it's going to be tough. Do they have the pieces in hand, though? I think they probably should have used Rotom V, because unless they have the pieces to get Charizard EX evolved this turn. Okay, I mean, Charmander into the active is the right play only if you can evolve with it this turn, right? If they evolve with it this turn, life is a little difficult, is what I'll say. Life is difficult. Okay. If they knock me out, I probably play the Rod, play down the Malamar, and Cynthia's Ambition. So they're going to get probably a rare candy. They could get Forest Seal Stone. Okay. Okay. Well, all right. So they're guaranteed to get Pidgeot EX up, assuming that's what they want to do. Assuming it's not prized, but, they probably play 2 anyway. So they're going to knock me out, and okay, they're not using Rotom V's instant charge. They're using Forest Seal Stone. Charizard. Okay, they didn't evolve to the Pidgeot EX, though. Surprised by that. I would have... I think they should have been able to get Pidgeot EX into play and Charizard EX into play, and that would have been a much better place. Now, I'm probably not going to one-shot a Charizard EX. That's the difficulty. But hey, they're just going to catch up on me on prizes. They're not going. They don't hit the bench, right? There is that Pokemon V, the Delphox V, right? But they probably don't play that. I don't play Manaphy, which if you're taking it to an event, you should need Manaphy in the deck. Playing on the ladder, I don't worry about things like that. I'll just take the loss when it happens, and it doesn't happen that often. All right, so let's see what I can do. I mean, I can't take that. I am very nicely set up, though. Very nicely set up. I actually could even get another Kirlia down, potentially. What's in the prize? Okay. So, this is looking very nice here. Okay, so I'm going to... in theory, I could get the knockout. This is an optimal turn, too. Let's see. What am I doing for damage now? I'm doing 80, which is not a lot, right? Let's be honest. It's not a lot. Okay, so... So let me grab an Inkay, because I want him, or I'll grab a Remoraid. Doesn't matter. Either way is fine. Just want to get the damage numbers up as best I can. Do I want to... I'll snag the Malamar. I don't think I want to play it. I could. I'll have to... I'll see what my damage numbers are at the end of the day here. Okay. This is good, too. Get rid of Nest Ball. Okay, and I'll get rid of another Nest Ball. And I still haven't used Octillery, which is nice as well. Okay, well, this is very good. So 3. I can get the knockout. I can one-shot them. This is huge. You know, next turn, we'll see what happens. But let's go for it. Let us go for it, because this is amazing. Didn't think it was possible. I mean, wow, this has gone as great as possible, is all I can say. Right? If I didn't have the knockout, I would have played down that Malamar. You wait till you see everything you have, and I have. Wow, that's just ferocious by Malamar. This is the beauty of Rapid Strike Malamar. One-shot Charizard EX, and I wow. You know, I am stunned right now at what the deck just did. You know, I had exactly the right cards. I got played, emptied out my hand, Cynthia's Ambition, and now my opponent's got to be a little shaken because you know, am I going to do it again? And actually, I have a hand that potentially could do it again. Or I also have, Counter Catcher's no good to me because I'm ahead. I was thinking, oh, wait, I could gust up the Rotom V. So, and they didn't get the Pidgeot EX evolve. So now, can they get a Charmander, back-to-back Charmanders? I don't know. And if they can't, well, you know, it's pretty much... All right, so game over. So Arvin, you know, they did use their Forest Seal Stone last turn, though. So, but they'll get either Rare Candy or Ultra Ball. Okay. I mean, what was that? The Devolution card, which is fine. They're probably just thinning the deck with that. It really doesn't matter if they play that. I mean, that means they're not taking a knockout. I assume I'm getting knocked out. Let's see what they grab here. I would love them not... Okay, so wow, not getting Pidgeot EX into play still. Probably. We don't know. Their turn's not done, but the fact... Unless they already have Rare Candy, Pidgeot EX, which, you know, less likely, but it could be. So they're going for it to get up another Charizard EX, I think, and skipping Pidgeot again. Maybe they only play... Maybe they're all prized. Don't know. I think they could have gotten Pidgeot EX into play turn. Well, maybe it wasn't possible. All right, let's see what happens. They grabbed the Charizard EX, but maybe they don't have Rare Candy, because if they have Rare Candy, okay, they have it. I don't know what's taking them so long to play it down. Energy on Charizard. Is it going to go on the Pidgey, or is it going to go on the Radiant Charizard, maybe? Okay. So they can attack with Radiant Charizard as well, which, okay. So I need to get another Inkay down. That's a given. I think I'll grab, if my Kirlia is in the deck, I want to, you know, if I can take the knockout here, it would be amazing. I don't know what the odds of that. Let me just look here. So I have, okay. So let me grab the Kirlia. I need to get obviously need to get a little lucky here, but that's part of the deal here too. Oh, maybe I should have sent up something so I could thin with the Switch card. Anyway, I need to Cynthia's Ambition. I'm not drawing as many cards this turn at all. So I'm guaranteed to attack here. Oh, so let me get rid of a Remoraid, because I have Rescue Carrier, and I do want to use that. Okay, so that's nice. I'll get rid of Prime Catcher because I don't know that that's I'm going to become relevant this game. Okay, Octillery, it's all going very nicely here. What else do I get rid of? Do I need Pal Pad? I'll ditch the Pal Pad, I guess. Keep the energy. And, okay. Maybe I should get, okay, so what do I have for damage? Not enough. Okay, so anyway, I need to hit into him this turn. That's a given. Can I? Ooh, I don't have another rod. Okay, I'm in some serious trouble here. Anyway, I think I'm going to lose the game now. That kind of seems how it is. Because I don't have a way to recover Malamar. And I'm going to miss it by 10. Okay, but you know what? Maybe you know what? I'm going to miss by 10, and then I give him a poke next turn. I think that's the play. Okay, I just missed, unfortunately. But hey, I mean, 320 is still very good to do with this deck. I can now finish him off. I can give him a poke with an Inkay, though. That's the thought, right? I can Inkay them. Inkay does 20 and takes the knockout. So the problem is these Malamar's prized is very problematic. And it may just cost me game before this is done. We'll see what happens. They can retreat to the bench, take the knockout. That's kind of what I don't want to see happen, I gotta say. But I have Switch, so I can send up Kirlia or Octillery. Well, I don't know what happened. My opponent stopped playing, it would appear. Okay, so I'm gonna do the smart thing here, since I think this is right. I'm gonna take the knockout with Inkay spinning attack, because this is really what I need to do. It's not, yeah. So I save my Malamar for next turn, and I will. Do I just want to draw some cards here? Yeah, I want to draw some cards. Rescue Carrier is still. I just kind of want to set up for next turn a little bit. And I think I mean, look, I think my opponent quit after seeing what I did, which is unfortunate. But hey, I think when a deck starts off this hot, I'm uploading this video. I got to imagine. Okay, there's my last two Malamars. That's really good for me. I think, do I just play one rod in the deck now? No, I have two. Okay, they're both in the discard. I thought I only had one in the discard pile. So anyway, I think my opponent's conceded. And whatever they send up, I should be able to just blow them up next turn. I think. We'll find out. I could retreat, because I could evolve to Malamar, but I could keep the Malamar in hand. I can just hard retreat, send up the retreat the Inkay. So I don't think my opponent's doing anything. I mean, the Radiant Charizard was the Pokemon to send up if they were playing. What does the log say? Okay, so they're playing still. And that's fine. And this is where it's really good that I got those Malamars. I actually was guaranteed at least one with that knockout. So I don't know what happened to my opponent, why they didn't. They're still playing the game. I don't know why they didn't attack, right? They just chose not to attack. They didn't do anything. So anyway, so I just win the game. I'm pretty certain. I may have it already in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have access to one card with Octillery. So, and I have Rescue Carrier. So I've got it covered big time. So needed to get the prize that turn, That was really crucial. Okay, so, and I believe I now have knockout. Let's see. I'll just, yep, take 240, take the game, and there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And wow, that's Malamar being super strong, being very aggressive, kind of, you know, that the prizing was awkward there. My opponent kind of stopped playing a bit in the middle, but they started to play again, so I don't know what happened with them there. But hey, super Malamar just shown in that matchup for sure. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, heads. Obviously would like to go first if I can, but, you know, okay, do get to go first. That's very nice. And then see what's happening. Prizing's been a little been rough so far. The first game I overcome the prizing of the 2 Malamars. The second game it was 2 Inkays prized. Set up the Ralts. The Remoraid I can retreat with Tower of Waters, but you know, I need Octillery is really important with this deck though. So if my active's going to get knocked out, I think it's better that it be the Ralts. And then I think I will get down a Malamar with the Fog Crystal, attach energy to it. Well, I'll wait. I'll Fog Crystal first, which will thin for the Great Ball. And Roaring Moon. Okay. I mean, that's all right. That's okay. I mean, I can... Okay, now... Might as well bench him. They know I have him. I'll get down a second Inkay because 2 Inkays is very important here. If they gust me up and a Kirlia. Okay, Kirlia is good. Might not be any good though. Remoraid. Attached to an Inkay, and it's eh. Save the Fog Crystal. Fog Crystal can get me an Inkay next turn just to get onto the bench or to do more damage. Or it can get me the energy too to attach. So that, you know, those are all good things. Okay. I mean, the hand was not bad, but I really want Octillery. And there we go. You know, I probably my Ralts gets knocked out if I, you know, we'll see what happens here. And the more Pico does one-shot me this turn too, which is very good if they make that play happen. So, okay, but looking like it's not. They're out of energies in the discard pile. The Kirlias, it's a little weird here. How am I going to make this work? Okay, cross switcher. See which they go for. The Inkay with energy. I mean, I'm obviously the Inkay without energy would be the optimal thing to get knocked out. It was actually pretty good though. The Remoraid would have been worse from my perspective. I have Kirlia. I have Cynthia's Ambition. I can counter catcher if I want as well. So I don't. We'll see what they do here. What they hit into me with. The Squawkabilly is an easy knockout. It's only 4 cards there, right? Potentially Pokestop has some value, but I don't want to do that, right? Because I don't. Yeah, I do not want to do that. So we'll see what happens here. So taking me out with a more Pico. So I'm going to want a counter catcher, something off the bench. That's so now I know I want to use counter catcher. And then the question is, do I go for a Roaring Moon, or do I go for Squawkabilly EX? I'll see what they do with this attack. They're going to move the energies probably to a Roaring Moon, and then I think it's 2 more cards I'm going to need to get in hand, but it's a pretty good hand. I want to take out the Roaring Moon with the energy. That's what I want to do. It's pretty simple that way, right? Pretty simple. So just keep thinning. Keep thinning. I'm going to Cynthia's Ambition. I have counter catcher. I probably can take him out. Okay, so what do I have here? Let me get another Ralts down. That'd be very good. And then I'll get down another Inkay. I better check out the prizes because, ooh. Okay, so one Inkay's prized. All right. Okay, slap him down. Gust you up. Get the full effect. So now... All right, what do I have here? I'll get rid of the Pal Pad. It's either Pal Pad or Rod, I think I get rid of. Maybe I should have Nest Balled first. And now that was dumb on my part. Very dumb on my part, right? So I'm not going to take the knockout here, right? This is not good, actually. This is bad. So, how do I want to work this here? I don't think I want to bump their stadium, do I? Grab a Malamar. I'm just going to give him a poke. Unfortunately, I didn't get the knockout. I see now I would have knocked out the Squawkabilly. That's it's a 2-card difference for me. Squawkabilly is very accessible. And I only play the one counter catcher, so I'm not going to be able to knock out the Squawkabilly, unfortunately. It makes it... I should be able to take out this Roaring Moon next turn, which will tie me up. Right, they'll take a prize, and I'll catch up with that. Maybe they can attack with more Pico again. That I don't love, but we'll see what happens. I don't love the rods in the switch because that makes my Cynthia's ambition just that much worse. I'll use one rod this turn. Yeah, actually, rod's pretty good. So what are they sending up? More Pico? Oh, okay. They're just healing, and they're going to retreat and attack again, I guess. Oh, no. They're going to attack with more Pico again. Well, that's rough. Okay. Hey, it's Galarian Moltres. Roaring Moon's a good deck, and Galarian Moltres V is good in the deck. So, okay. Obviously, at this point, I kind of wish I had taken the knockout with... let me think. I'm going to leave the energy. Sorry, I'm thinking about what I want to rod back. All right, so send up the Inkay. I need to get another Inkay onto the bench. I mean, this is an easy knockout, and can I win the prize race at this point? I don't know. Let me use my rod first. Inkay Malamar, because they all boost my damage too. I will grab a Kirlia. Just giving me more options here than Cynthia's ambition. Yeah. And then see what happens here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure do I have knockout? I mean, yeah, I do, right? Doesn't take much for this knockout, so, but I want to play down the Inkay. That's what I want to do, because so now I'm doing 120, but getting my next turn set up. So I'm starting next turn in a good position is what I'd say. And don't discard these cards. That doesn't make any sense to me. So the fact that I missed the knockout last turn was rough. It's not a shock. That guy still has 2 energies on him though, so it puts more pressure on them to. And I'm a single prize deck. They're probably going to have to attack with that Roaring Moon. What they want to do is save that Roaring Moon for their last prize if they can. I assume they don't play Water Energy to Radiant Greninja me. If they do, I'm in a lot of trouble. Yeah, so they could have. So they definitely are saying we're going to attack with this other Roaring Moon because they could have put Accelerate to the brand new Roaring Moon, right? Where are they going to put this energy, by the way, on the other Roaring Moon? So they should have. I mean, at that point it would have been they should have Sada to the the wrong move without the damage, right? I should be able to get the one shot here. I mean, I have to do it, right? And I catch up in prizes if I do that. The more Pico also puts me onto an odd prize trade, which is unfortunate because everything else is going to be a 2-prizer. So anyway, that is what it is. Maybe I shouldn't have used the counter catcher the way I did. Maybe I just should have taken out the more Pico. I don't know. I mean, the way it turned out, it would have been better, but it didn't feel like the right play at the time. Do I have another Malamar in deck? Yes, I should, right? So I'll send you up, and I can Rod this turn, which I may do as well. Oh, this is pretty good, actually, right? So I'll keep the 2 switches. Maybe I think I'm going too switch heavy with this deck. That's what I'm starting to think here. Malamar. I feel comfortable discarding the switches too with the Inkay. So okay. So got another Kirlia. That's very nice for sure. 80 there. Let me get rid of a switch. I definitely don't need 2 switches. I don't think so. I probably don't need any switches, actually, right? So now I'm still at 80. Well, this really stinks so far. Really, really stinks. Get rid of my other switch. Wow, this turn is looking horrible. Okay, well, that's a good... I mean, 160. Okay, I need to get something here. Do I want to... So I'm at 160. I get to 200. I just need one more card. Do I want to get rid of... It's either Rescue Carrier or Energy. I'll get rid of the Energy. I'm not certain. I think I'm going to need Rescue. All right, that... Okay, maybe I should have kept the Energy. All right, so... Anyway, I got Knockout now. That's really good. And we'll see. See if I can pull it off. So got Knockout. I'm well set up. I need to get rid of everything though, right? To get the Knockout. So we'll see what I do next turn. I mean, they're going to keep knocking me out, right? So let's see. They're going to get... So I can win the game still. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. They're going to take a prize. I should take 2 prizes pretty easily next turn. I'm kind of surprised they sent up that guy with the damage on him. Yeah. I mean, if they sent up the healthy guy, then they could... And maybe they're going to retreat to the bench. I don't know. Maybe they didn't have guaranteed energy. I guess they didn't have energy in hand. Okay, let's see what happens here. They could retreat. Maybe they sent them up because they weren't sure they could attack. Now we'll see if they retreat to the bench or not. It's a weird place I'm at with this. So I can play the 1 Rescue Carrier. I'll keep the Rescue Carrier, though, right? I think. All right, they're Pokegear. All right, Boss. All right, I mean, taking out Octillery is certainly a smart play for them. My Malamar's set up then, though. So I assume Octillery is the target, in which case I'd probably toss down the Remoraid. I think I do. Okay, Pokestop. So I need to get... I mean, I don't need a lot of damage, though. So, yeah, so I'm definitely going to bench the Remoraid. So the fact that they're hitting with the guy... I just need 3 cards in hand. So I should be able to pull this off, right? So right now, I mean, I already have knockout, right? So let me do this. So I will... I'm going to get rid of the Fog Crystal. I don't think I need that. So now I've got knockout already, and I'll make that play too. Malamar. Okay, that's nice for next turn. Keep. Wait. So what do I need? I need 1, 2. I want to keep those 2 in hand, though, right? So let me get him back, and now I just attack at this point, right? So I get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. Keep Malamar Octillery, so I am in good shape for next turn. And they didn't, and my energy situation was getting tight, but they cut me a break there by taking out that Octillery, which was, look, I get it. That was not a bad play at all, but it helped me from the energy situation. Okay, got it. Okay, so now I've got an Inkay as well. I set up the Moltres. I don't get that. I don't get that. The Roaring Moon has more HP, right? I mean, and after, if they attack with the Roaring Moon, I mean with Galarian Moltres, it's even less HP. So I think I should win next turn. If they play the Tool, you know, like, why did they send him up just to do that? I don't know. I'm not a little confused about that. Okay, well that's what I'm concerned about. So now I may be able to pull it off, though. I'm in pretty good shape, is what I'll say. So I need what, 4 times. I need a bunch. 4 times what? 5, 6, 7. I need 8 now. Need 8. So may happen. May happen. All right, so do this play, do this play. Rescue Carrier gets me what? Just 1. So Fog Crystal, I'm going to use that, and I'll either, because I'm not sure what's in the deck, right? This may be a fail, actually. And so in which case, I'll grab the Inkay, because it's a really good card. So, and does Level Ball get me something? I think it does, right? All right, so let me Cynthia's Ambition. This Fog Crystal, oh, nothing. So I should have Fog Crystal before. So that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Oh yeah, I should have known that. So, what do I have? So I can get rid of these guys here, right? Actually, I'm down to 1 Rescue Carrier, right? So, so I need to attach. I'm out of Rod, right? Out of Rod. Let's double check. Yeah, out of Rod. So, see what I can do. Can I get the one? I'm at 160. So let me get rid of the Level Ball here, because I don't believe that any level. The Level Ball doesn't help me at all. Okay, so 240. I think I've got it now, right? I do believe I have it, but let me just keep digging. Might as well. I will just do. I'll do the full flex here. I pulled it off. Wow. So, yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to Rescue Carry here, but so I have the knockout, and I could have got even more, right? I could have got another 2, I think, cards, maybe. I don't, could I have Rescue Carrier 2 more? So, oh, I need these guys. Well, do I? I don't even know. And 360. So, wow. So Malamar can really get up there in damage. It's a lot of fun, right? This little single prize. This is why I like the deck so much. It's just these games where you're just doing these huge beatdown turns from this little tiny Pokemon. It really, Rapid Strike Tentacles, very good and super, super fun to play. If you liked Rapid Strike Malamar, definitely don't forget him and give him a try before he rotates out of standard forever. But anyway, have some fun playing Pokemon and take care.